to Urgala. See if, and yeah, the Alpha Land's gonna be met with a Ghost Mourner. Urgala, but that Urgala is gonna look to set Rahu.
Setting Ketu.
Yep.
Activate Ketu.
Sure.
Adding Lucas.
Oh no, it's opted to go for Ketu. Ketu's gonna search for Lucius.
Normal summon Lucas.
And Lucius is most likely gonna search that 5 mana.
Got 5 minutes of use.
Sure.
Victor's gonna activate 5 mana. Looking to fusion summon. And it's actually looking to fuse off the Cartesia. Cartesia and Lucius. What is he gonna summon?
The dragon.
That's Secretarion, but he can't actually make that because that requires a dragon and a spellcaster, which unfortunately Cartesia is not. It's going to opt to fuse off the Arthalion, but because Arthalion was hit with the Ghost Mourner, he's going to lose. Victor's going to lose 3,000 life points, going down to 5,000.
Yeah, the material for Secretarion is not too spellcaster.
Yeah,
Which is a 3 mana.
There seems to be an issue here.
That is a big one, but
It looks like the judge is just correcting a
We're going to rewind the game state to a legal game state.
yeah.
game state
Activation
here.
of the card was something that you asked your opponent has to resolve. You must make a legal fusion.
Yeah,
With this? Yes.
So also you will be receiving a P minor for incorrectly resolving your effect.
Yeah.
And then good to resolve.
Thank you.
Sure. And then you're on.
Oh, yep. So yeah, it's still going through with that play. It's going to summon out Secretarion. It's going to trigger Lucius in the grave. And that's going to grab the Rahu.
Rahu effects.
Yep.
Activate Rahu.
Yep.
Sending the second Urgular and a Frixel.
Well, resolve first.
Yes. Sure.
You can't actually summon Gulamel.
1.
No response.
You can't summon Gulamel here because they actually special summon Fallen of White from hand. He's actually locked into level 8 here, so it's not elite. I think the judge is going to correct the legal play.
Yes.
A Dracotail plus a card in hand.
Did he fall in?
It's legal. As far as I know.
Oh, I know what it is.
One
It's
second.
Ah, you are level 8 locked.
Yes.
Oh, it's a level 7.
He's a level 8.
you're
Level
currently
7.
locked.
Do
Yes.
Fallen of White from hand?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
You
level 8.
are locked.
Yeah.
Judge
Yeah,
again.
Excuse me for a moment.
So Judge is actually just correcting. He's not actually. Victor's actually not able to summon Gulamel here because he did activate Fallen of White's effective special summon, and as a result, he's actually locked into level 8 fusion. So he, in this case, the only thing he can do is probably summon another copy of Arthalion. Because he technically did activate the Rahu, and he does have a legal target, so he most likely has to make an Arthalion here. I believe there is a judge call in progress to resolve this game state. We do have a judge on stream, and obviously I am also a judge. So I fortunately happen to know this Dracotail branded deck quite well. And I was able to stop them from committing any more illegal plays.
Did you hand to the head judge?
It's just in the middle of a judge call. The assistant head judge has come to try to rectify the situation. So he has activated the Rahu. And he attempted to summon the Gulamel, but unfortunately, because of the Fallen of White Albaz, he's locked into level
Other
8.
than the other-
So he's actually technically not allowed to summon Gulamel. And under normal circumstances, because he has activated Rahu, and as long as there's a legal target to fusion summon,
Yeah, that's
he
it.
should be still resolve Rahu to the best of his ability. In this case, would most likely be another Arthalion.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please proceed to game.
Let's see what the judge. Oh, looks like it's just gonna be a game loss for Victor. That's a little bit unfortunate. Looks like John managed to pick up that game by only playing a single card. Hopefully this time going into game 2, Victor hopefully does not commit any more mistakes, and hopefully we have a good match. I was interested to see what this new Pumpking Call of the Haunter deck was able to do, and hopefully maybe we'll get to see it in game 2 and possibly a game 3.
Alright, would you like first or second?
Second.
Looks like the players are all shuffled up and getting ready to begin game number 2.
Alrighty. Stand by me.
Yes.
I will. Normal shooting solitaire. Anything on summon.
Oh.
Sure.
It looks
summon-
like
summon
wait,
a tuna from deck. A zombie tuna.
did John just concede game 1? Is that what happened? Well, because now John's getting to go first in game 2.
Dump a zombie.
So he's going to summon out Shiranui
Vector and
Flame to
Disintegrate.
bring out Uni-Zombie effect to dump Glow Up Bloom, and Glow Up Bloom when sent to the grave. He gets to add a zombie. Now he's looking to search for the new Pumpking,
Yes.
the King of Grave Ghosts. On this card, you can reveal this card in your hand to set one Call of the Haunter from your deck or graveyard, and then you have to discard a card. The set card that he set can be discarded, can be activated. Did he discard? Oh, that's a Magnamut. Chain Magnamut on the Call of the Haunted, targeting the Pumpkin.
That resolves. Yep, resolves. Yep, thank you.
Doesn't look like
Try and search for a spell.
John discarded a card though. I think a judge is just correcting that, because when Pumpkin sets the Call of the Haunted, he does have to discard a card from his hand.
So, search a Call of the Forgotten. This on activation sets up to 3 Call of the Hornets from deck or grave, and then on red
Just give a second. I think the judge is going to correct. Just read the card for a second before we proceed with any more gameplay via.
And if you do discard a card,
which I did, yes. Discard this. Alright, add this. Activate.
Oh, he discarded the Pumpkin. Ah, right. Got you. Yeah, so now is activate the Stir of the Snake Hair. You can discard this card to add one Call of the Haunted or a spell dimensions from your deck to your hand.
Oh, I went first. I will choose not to set new cards. Okay.
Let's see. So I believe John has activated Call of the Forgotten. Let's see if he's able to continue playing through Victor's one Magnamut. No, it's just going to be set 2 and pass. So Magnamut at the end of turn is going to search for Fallen of White.
Good to continue.
Turn. Standby main.
Yep.
So John has activated Call of the Forgotten, which is field spell. When this card's activated, you can set up to 3 Call of the Haunters from your deck and or graveyard. And if you do, until the end of your opponent's turn, you cannot special. You're locked into zombie monsters. Once per turn, if you activate Call of the Haunter, you can target one monster your opponent controls and send it to the graveyard.
Nothing. 2 in hand.
Alright, so looks like it's Rahu. Rahu's gonna send Pan and Nibiru from the hand, and Lucius from the deck, and he's gonna summon out Arthalion.
Chainlink 1 Aphelion, target.
Arthalion Chainlink 1, targeting
2 Lucius, Chainlink 3.
Lucius and Pan,
I'll go 4 Encanto.
which is gonna met with an Imperm. And Victor looks like he has a Fallen of the Third targeting the Thalion. Let's see if John has anything else he'll like to do to that. Looks like Victor is looking to send the Ecclesia, and it's that second infinite impermanence. Oh, and the droplet on top of that as well to make sure the Arthalion goes through.
Then I set off.
So Victor, look, his hand is so strong. That Magnamut as well into the Fallen White with Droplet and Fallen. And looks like John is just gonna pack up his cards and go to game 3. So it looks like interesting that Victor chose to let John go first for game 2 and ended up having enough to break the board, which I generally quite like the strategy. I think Brandon Dracotail is very adept at breaking boards, especially if you have more than one ways to play. So now with John going into game 3, he can choose to side in all his going first cards. He doesn't have to necessarily keep his going second cards anymore. Most likely siding out the Charmies. And maybe he can play through more than one interaction. But with a deck like the new Pumpking, you know, revolving around Call of the Haunted, it seems like Graveyard Banishment is very strong, much like the Bestial Magnamud, and good ways to stop the core, stop John's strategy. We're going to game 3 now, and John has opted to go first. And let's see what his deck is capable of doing. Oh, Victor opened the Nibiru. That is such a... He opened 2 Nibirus. That's 2 too many, and also has an Ash Blossom. Oh, Lowbreed John is going to start off with a set rotation. He's going to grab 2 field spells from the deck and sets it to both players on the field. It's going to give him... That's the new Eldritch field spell. And that's the Race Off. That's right. John is playing the Kashtira engine as well. So he's going to activate Race Off. Race Off is going to search for a Kashtira monster. If this resolves, Victor does have the Ash Blossom in his hand. Yeah, lets it resolve. Gets the Unicorn. Unicorn special summon. Grab a Kashtira spell. Could be the Birth. Could be the It's most likely going to be Birth,
Anything res buff?
as that just opens up a lot of bodies for John to play with. Keep in mind that John has opted to bring a full 60 cards, so he's going all the way to the maximum amount of cards you're allowed to play.
I will.
And generally, when you're bringing a 60 card deck, you can expect their turn 1 combos to be quite strong. But let's just see how adept he is at playing for Nibiru. Oh, looks like he is
Take it away.
passing on a unicorn with one set. Oh no.
Yep.
That plays around the Nibiru that is in Victor's hand, but it's. And that's the Harpy's Veta Duster coming down, clearing the back row. Oh, that's not looking good for John. He's got rid of a droplet. That was his only interaction. And does Victor have a way to start comboing? That's a Fallen the Virtuous to get rid of the unicorn. But it doesn't actually look like Victor has a way to play. He's left with just an Ash, 2 Nibiru's, and a Phyrexial. That doesn't play.
Yep.
Looks like he just has to pass the turn back.
Search or set?
But he does have the Albion to search for follow-up. So if John passes again, no, that's met with an Ash Blossom. So
Demo man? Yep.
both players aren't playing the game. Let's see if John has a way to start. Nope, sets 1, passes back to Victor. Does Victor draw a way to play? Nope, that's a full loss. Passes back to John.
Demo man? Yep.
John, what can you do? Show us what your deck's capable of. Nope, passes it back to Victor. Victor draws a card. It is a droplet. That's not play.
Demo man?
Where we are getting more than 3 turns of Yu-Gi-Oh here.
Good.
John sets a monster, passes back to Victor. Victor draws. It's a Malulu. That's the way to play. Normal summon Malulu, activate Malulu effect. Does John have anything?
I had everything else before. Might have fallen there. Guess I will droplet send.
It's a droplet.
1.
Has to send them. Oh,
Just negated.
Victor can. Victor can't do anything here. He sets his own droplet and passes. But he does have the added ability that he can use Malulus to special summon on John's main phase.
Demo man?
Looks like John has discarded the Great Mammoth of the Netherworld. Doesn't actually do anything when it's into the grave. But now he's tribute summon Cheng-Shi.
Sure. Send them.
And that gets met with a forbidden droplet.
Resolve negated. Yep.
Now
Anything res?
John passes the turn. Oh no, he has Foolish Burial. Gets met with an Ash Blossom.
3 in hand.
And remember, Victor still has that Malulu. He can use Malulu on your opponent's turn.
I will try and.
End of
End of main. Yep.
Yeah, John looks to pass back. But before passing, he's going to activate Malulu to fuse away the full and the Phyrexial and the Malulu on the field. He's going to bring out Arthalion. He's also going to get 2 sets, and that's not looking good for John. I think this might just be it. Adding back the Ash Blossom, adding back the Malulu.
Yep.
And then also triggering Malulu and Phyrexial. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much John can do. Getting the Rahu and the Ketu, I think this might just be it. It's a bit unfortunate that
I will.
John has bricked on that 3rd game.
If it's banished, I can banish a zombie from grave specially.
Alright, going to Victor's turn. He has so much gas.
Stand by main. I'll go Ketu.
Starts with the Ketu, and because John does control a monster, he can immediately fusion summon.
So add.
Yep.
Searches for the Lucius, and then immediately fuses it off.
No.
Fuses off the Lucius and the Malulu. To go into a Secretarion Dragon. Now I can also trigger Malulu and Lucius effect to set 2 more Dracotail spell traps. And it looks like it's going to be Sting and Flame.
Sorry, target.
It's gonna go
Really
looks like it's
target?
gonna go Secretarian to bring back Frixiel and looks like yeah. Bring back the Frixiel, you can shuffle back a dragon, then a Frixiel can bring back either Lucius or Mululu to get a search.
Can I redeclare my target for the spellcaster?
Oh, you've activated Secretary and you've declared Lucius as one of
Looks
your targets.
like there is a
Okay, that's fine. So target Lucius and Mululi.
No response.
Yep, it's gonna target both the Mululu and the Lucius. Putting back the Mululu, somehow the Lucius effects gets a search on the field.
Effect to add.
All good.
And John's just letting that through. Not that he has a choice.
It's not.
Here comes the... Oh, the last card was an Ash. Rahu gets ashed, but I don't think that's enough to stop it. He still has Fimina, he still has a way to push, and John just doesn't have any cards left. Yep, activates Fimina, fuses away the... looks like Cartesia? Yep, Cartesia and Lucius. It's going to bring out an Arthalion. Arthalion's effect gets the bounty card. You can just easily return John's monster back to the hand and then just attack for game.
That'll be all.
No response.
Yep. So end of main.
And I think that's it. Yep, John scoops it up. It's a bit unfortunate in game 3, went first, but you know, just unfortunately bricked. And
Build high octane gameplay.
and yeah, Victor takes the match, even with the unfortunate game loss in game 1. He was managed to clinch it out, making John go first in game 2, not scaring what his deck is capable of doing, and just believing in his ability to break the board. And then in game 3, unfortunately, John just didn't really get to play, and even he got to play, he had to play through a Ash Blossom and a Nibiru, which don't know if he was anything. And yeah, look, unfortunately we didn't see much of John's deck, but he is playing the Spell Canceller and Prohibition, so he's just, if he goes first and uninterrupted, he's most likely just gonna win the game.